Imagine a time when one power ruled over much of the known world. A time when the might of a single empire was felt across continents, shaping the course of history in ways that still resonate today. This was the Roman Empire at its height, a civilization that stood as a beacon of power, culture, and innovation. A vast and mighty force that stretched from the misty shores of Britain to the sun-drenched sands of North Africa, encompassing a diverse array of peoples and cultures under its banner. Roman legions, famed for their discipline and might, marched across continents, conquering new lands and adding to Rome's ever-growing domain. These soldiers were the backbone of the empire, their presence a symbol of Roman authority and strength. Rome's influence wasn't just limited to military power. The empire was a melting pot of ideas, traditions, and innovations. Roman law, engineering, and culture spread throughout the empire, leaving an indelible mark on the conquered peoples. The legal systems, architectural feats, and cultural practices of Rome became the foundation upon which many modern societies are built. From the towering aqueducts that brought fresh water to bustling cities, showcasing the ingenuity and engineering prowess of Roman architects, to the grand amphitheaters where gladiators clashed and chariots raced, providing entertainment and a sense of communal identity to the Roman populace, Rome's legacy was one of grandeur, innovation, and enduring influence. The architectural marvels and cultural achievements of Rome continue to inspire awe and admiration. For centuries, the Roman Empire seemed invincible, an unstoppable force that would shape the destiny of Western civilization. Its influence extended far beyond its borders, affecting the lives of countless generations. Yet even the mightiest of empires can crumble. The remnants of Rome's grandeur now lie in ruins, a testament to the passage of time and the impermanence of human achievements. Internal strife, economic turmoil, and relentless pressure from outside forces would eventually bring this once great power to its knees. The political machinations, economic struggles, and invasions by barbarian tribes all played a role in the decline of Rome. Let us journey back in time to explore the rise and fall of the Roman Empire, a tale rich with lessons and insights into the nature of power and human ambition. A tale of ambition, conquest, glory, and ultimately decline. The story of Rome is a complex narrative of triumph and tragedy, of human endeavor and the inexorable forces of history. It is a story that continues to fascinate and inspire us, reminding us that even the greatest empires are not immune to the forces of history. As we walk among the ruins and study the remnants of this once great civilization, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of Rome and the lessons it holds for us today. The story of Rome is a remarkable one, a tale of transformation from a small settlement to a sprawling empire that shaped the course of history. It began modestly, a small village nestled among the hills of central Italy. This humble beginning laid the foundation for what would become one of the most influential civilizations in human history. Through cunning strategy, military prowess, and a healthy dose of ambition, Rome gradually expanded its influence, first over the Italian peninsula and then beyond. The Roman legions, disciplined and formidable, played a crucial role in this expansion, conquering territories and securing Rome's dominance. The Roman Republic, with its innovative system of governance that balanced power between different branches, proved remarkably effective. The Senate, the consuls, and the assemblies each had distinct roles, creating a complex but functional political structure that allowed for both stability and flexibility. This system, while not without its flaws, allowed Rome to adapt to new challenges and incorporate conquered peoples into its fold. The Romans were adept at integrating diverse cultures, offering citizenship and rights to those who embraced Roman ways, thus fostering loyalty and unity within the expanding empire. As Rome's power grew, so too did its wealth. The bustling markets of Rome were filled with goods from all corners of the empire, showcasing the vast resources at Rome's disposal. Public works projects such as roads, aqueducts, and temples were funded by the spoils of war and the wealth of the provinces. The spoils of war flowed into the capital, funding grand public works projects and enriching the ruling elite. The architectural marvels of Rome, from the Colosseum to the Pantheon, stood as testaments to the empire's grandeur and the wealth that fueled its construction. Roman legions, feared and respected throughout the ancient world, marched from victory to victory, adding new territories to the burgeoning empire. Their conquests brought not only land but also slaves, resources, and wealth, further bolstering Rome's power. By the 1st century AD, Rome had reached the zenith of its power. The empire stretched from the British Isles in the west to the deserts of the Middle East in the east, encompassing a vast and diverse array of peoples and cultures. Under the rule of emperors like Augustus, Trajan, and Hadrian, the Roman Empire experienced a golden age known as Pax Romana, a period of unprecedented peace and prosperity. This era saw the consolidation of Roman law, the flourishing of arts and literature, and the expansion of trade networks that connected the empire. Trade flourished, the arts and literature blossomed, and Roman law and order prevailed throughout the vast empire. The roads and sea routes built by the Romans facilitated the movement of goods, people, and ideas, creating a vibrant and interconnected world. Yet, beneath this veneer of stability, cracks were beginning to appear in the foundations of the Roman state. Economic troubles, political corruption, and social unrest started to undermine the empire's strength, setting the stage for the challenges that would eventually lead to its decline.
While the Roman Empire projected an image of strength and invincibility, internal problems were brewing beneath the surface. The grandeur of its architecture and the might of its legions masked a growing rot within the core of its political and social structures. Political corruption, once a minor annoyance, became rampant. Senators and officials, driven by greed and personal ambition, engaged in bribery and backdoor deals, eroding the integrity of the government. The once revered Senate became a hotbed of intrigue and betrayal. The emperors, often more concerned with consolidating their own power than governing effectively, engaged in lavish spending and ruthless purges of their rivals. Nero, for instance, is infamous for his extravagant banquets and brutal elimination of perceived threats, setting a precedent for future rulers.
The empire's economy, heavily reliant on slave labor acquired through conquest, began to stagnate. The bustling markets and thriving trade routes that once symbolized Roman prosperity started to show signs of decline. As the pace of expansion slowed, so too did the supply of slaves and the cheap labor they provided. This shortage led to a significant decrease in agricultural and industrial productivity, further straining the economy. This, coupled with inflation and overspending on military campaigns, put a strain on the empire's resources. The devaluation of currency and the constant need to fund military endeavors drained the imperial treasury, leading to financial instability. The gap between the rich and poor widened, leading to social unrest and discontent. The opulent lifestyles of the elite stood in stark contrast to the poverty experienced by the common people, fueling resentment and uprisings.
The once vaunted Roman legions, the backbone of the empire's military might, suffered from declining morale and discipline. The rigorous training and unwavering loyalty that once defined the legions were replaced by complacency and disarray. Increasingly, the legions were made up not of loyal Roman citizens, but of foreign mercenaries who felt little connection to Rome or its ideals. These mercenaries, motivated by pay rather than patriotism, often lacked the dedication and unity that had once made the Roman army formidable. These internal weaknesses, like termites gnawing away at the foundation of a mighty house, would weaken the Roman Empire from within, making it vulnerable to the growing threats from beyond its borders. The once unassailable empire, now riddled with internal strife and decay, stood on the brink of collapse, its future uncertain and its legacy at risk.
As internal problems mounted within the Roman Empire, external pressures intensified. Beyond the empire's borders, beyond the reach of Roman law and order, lived numerous Germanic and Gothic tribes.
These barbarian tribes, as the Romans called them, were often pushed westward by pressure from other nomadic groups further east, such as the Huns.
Initially, the Roman legions were able to hold the barbarians at bay. Roman military technology, discipline, and organization proved superior to the more haphazard fighting styles of the Germanic tribes.
However, as the Roman military weakened due to internal problems, the barbarians grew bolder, launching increasingly daring raids into Roman territory.
The Romans, struggling to contain these incursions, often resorted to paying off the barbarians with gold and land, a short-term solution that only postponed the inevitable.
Moreover, the Romans found themselves increasingly reliant on barbarian mercenaries to bolster their own dwindling legions. a dangerous gamble that sometimes backfired when these mercenaries turned against their Roman employers.
In an attempt to address the mounting challenges facing the empire, Emperor Diocletian implemented a radical solution in 286 AD. He divided the Roman Empire into two halves, the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire.
Each half would have its own emperor and administration, theoretically making the vast empire more manageable.
The Eastern Roman Empire, centered on the wealthy and cosmopolitan city of Constantinople, proved more resilient than its Western counterpart. With its strong economy, strategic location, and more unified culture, the Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire, would survive for centuries after the fall of the West.
The Western Roman Empire, plagued by internal problems and facing the brunt of the barbarian invasions, struggled to maintain its unity and authority.
The division of the empire, while intended to strengthen Rome, ultimately hastened its decline. With its resources stretched thin and its leadership divided, the Western Roman Empire was ill-prepared for the tumultuous times that lay ahead.